Hi, everybody. My name is Nikki Patel, and I'm one of the co-directors of Tufan 2016. How'd y'all like the show? Okay. Last summer, I had the opportunity to spend my time at Shanti Bhavan's Children's Project, working as a volunteer and a teacher. And so tonight, I have the pleasure to introduce you to two of my very own students, Bhavani and Vijay, from the 11th grade.
Hi everybody, I'm Bhavani Somshekhar and I'm from the 11th grade at Shanti Bhavan.
My name is Vijay and I'm also from the 11th grade.
I remember the day I realized my caste mattered more than anything. I was 3 years old and I stood gripping my mother's hand as we faced the tall iron gates of an incense factory. She nervously took a step towards the gate, tapping on its rusty frame to be let in. After 3 knocks, a man stepped out and asked my mother if she was looking for work. She nodded yes, visibly excited. A second later, he said, "Which caste do you belong to?" I felt the grip on my hand tighten. My mother bit her lip as she leaned forward and softly whispered her answer. "Dalit?" he asked, and took a step back, and another, and another. Just like my grandparents did when they saw me for the first time. My mother started to plead immediately, afraid that she would be rejected and return home unemployed for the 100th time, only because she had married into a lower caste. Finally, he agreed to give her a job, but she was only allowed to enter from the back door, as he believed she didn't deserve to work with anyone from a higher caste. She worked with 20 other women in the worst section of the factory. As the incense was heated, smoked, and scented, I stayed there, watching and learning subconsciously that this was all people thought we deserved, the worst. My mother had no choice but to bring me to work with her every day, and before too long, I had my first asthma attack. She carried me to the nearest hospital, and it was there that we discovered Shanti Bhavan. A few months later, I stood in front of the Shanti Bhavan gates, excited, but even more afraid that this was yet another gate to tell me I deserved only so much. However, little did I know that this was the beginning of something I could only dream of.
In my own family, during the early years, as we struggled to cope with the hardships of daily life in Bangalore, my mother learned about Shanti Bhavan through a neighbor. She decided that I should go there, but my father was against sending his 3.5-year-old son away to a boarding school in Tamil Nadu. My mother, however, had made up her mind, knowing that she could not afford to educate both me and my younger sister. I still remember getting dropped off at school for the first time. I saw so many new faces. There were these young women dressed in saris. I would soon learn that these were my aunties or house mothers who would now be looking after me. They took me to a room full of toys where other boys my age were playing. It didn't take me long to make friends and get involved in their games. I didn't realize this then, but they were the classmates I would grow up with over the next 14 years. Although I didn't know that I would not be seeing my parents for another 6 months, I was so completely amazed by this whole new world that I soon forgot entirely about home. My father was so upset about my mother's decision that he did not speak to her for 2 whole months. Looking back on it now, though, they both agree it was the right choice.
As time passed, my friends and my journey at Shanti Bhavan had just begun as I started to learn and discover new things, meet new people, and come to enjoy the company of my classmates, who were also astonished and amazed by the discoveries we made together every day. I learned the game of run and catch, tag. I saw a butterfly for the first time, and I met our 2 pet dogs, Penny and Peepers, who were the cutest. One day, as I was sitting at a bench, somebody said to me, "What a beautiful sunflower dress, darling." I looked up at him, clueless of who he was, or that he was the reason my life had been changed. This, of course, was Dr. George.
I remember talking with Dr. George that day as well. He asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I told him I wanted to be a Power Ranger and save the world from the villain Rita Repulsa. I haven't found her yet, but the fact that I'm in the US gives me more hope. Over the years at Shanti Bhavan, as I learned new things and gained more knowledge, there were times when I fell, times when I failed, and times when I gave up. But my Shanti Bhavan family was always there to pick me up and show me that I am not alone in this journey of getting to where I want to be. I have over 200 brothers and sisters with me. Even as I prepared for my trip to the US and this very speech, there were many ups and downs. But Shanti Bhavan was always there to give me strength, courage, and motivation to overcome my fears and face all challenges.
As time passed, my friends and I created deep interpersonal bonds with each other. And I felt the strongest sense of belonging as I had come to love them like my own brothers and sisters. There were certainly times when we fought, quarreled, and argued on the road to becoming young adults, but we never failed to coming back to being there for one another. We grew to treat each other as equals and respect one another's identity, opinions, and thoughts. I have learned the importance of having the courage to be independent, but more importantly, the value of family and loyalty. These people I've lived with all my life, more than my memories can hold, have become my family and a part of me.
Shanti Bhavan brings up its students to be well-rounded in every regard. Besides academics, emphasis is given to music, arts, dance, sports, and other extracurricular activities such as public speaking and debates. The variety of exposure we receive trains us well for our future. Shanti Bhavan is the only school of its type in the world, taking in children at the age of 4 from underprivileged and impoverished backgrounds and providing them with a world-class education. Shanti Bhavan provides for all of our needs, right from food to shelter to clothing. The school supports us financially all the way through college and up until we get a job and start working. The values that we have learned are something that we will always uphold, follow, and spread. Shanti Bhavan has shaped our lives and made us the confident young adults that we are today.
In our society, women are expected to feel, empathize, and emotionally understand the challenges of being female, but never to express what they want or would have liked to be. Women are too often disempowered, ignored, and locked out of economic and political life. Shanti Bhavan has changed me by giving me the freedom to think that I'm worth just as much as a boy, that if I want to say anything, I can, because my ideas are important too. I have the strength and courage to articulate myself, unlike my mother or any other female member of my family. Because I'm different from every other girl at home, as I believe I have a future ahead of me. A future far better than a simple secondary education and fulfilling the duty to belong to somebody my parents arranged me to. I believe my possibilities are endless. I believe I have the power to be the best I can be. There are many moments in my life where my family fails to see me as an equal to a boy. But at those instances, I have to think of what Shanti Bhavan has taught me. To support myself through every second of my hardship and fight for the life I want, because if I don't, nobody else will.
While we spend most of our time in school striving to reach our goals, we do go home twice a year. My family and my neighbors have noticed the difference my education has made and the opportunities it has given me. I'm the first in my family to leave India and come abroad. Shanti Bhavan Shanti Bhavan has given me the ability to be independent and believe in what I feel is right, rather than being influenced solely by community or caste. I do not follow every Indian tradition as others expect me to, because I have the freedom and the power to think for myself and form my own opinions. I can be who I choose to be. I will finish my 12th grade national exams with flying colors and work towards receiving a scholarship to study abroad, where I will pursue my dreams of becoming a computer engineer or programmer and working for Google. In the meantime, I hope to join a band and play the drums and find ways to visit and learn about other countries. But my main goal in life will be to help the future children of Shanti Bhavan and reach out to others in need. Others who are like I was 14 years ago. Others who are capable of making a positive difference in the world if only they could be given an opportunity to do so. In my lifetime, I hope to see more Shanti Bhavans serving these children for whom education could make all the difference. Dr. George once said, "I cannot think of doing anything better in life than being in service of those who need help." This is a principle I wish to live by when I grow up, and this is how I will carry forward the mission of Shanti Bhavan. This is how I am going to do my part towards eradicating poverty, and this is how I am going to change the world. These are my ambitions, and I hope many will join our family as we reach for these dreams.
I aspire to finish 12th grade with excellent scores and earn the honor of being valedictorian at school. I want to study at the best college in Bangalore and work for my dream company, Google, also. But later on in my life, I would like to start my own dance studio where I share my love and talent for dance, where I share how it allows me to express with, connect with, and feel reconnected with myself without words. As I strive towards this goal, Tufan continues to serve as an inspiration. I want to thank every single person on Tufan for making both our dreams and this trip possible.
We'd also like to voice our gratitude to the Tufan members who have traveled to Shanti Bhavan as volunteers.
Let me start with Natasha Ramanujam. Where do I even begin is the question. Thank you for being our first introduction to Shanti Bhavan. You adjusted to the wet plates, mustard seeds, and even tried to learn a few words in Hindi. Unlike us, even though you don't like your mama jokes, you'll always remain our boast and have a special place in our hearts.
Anna, or should I say Anna Hazare, looks like you picked up some followers at Shanti Bhavan. Your sincere desire to know us and help us is still remembered by all of us at Shanti Bhavan. You always brightened our day with your radiant smile and your funny moves to Ode Ode.
Hannah, or should I say Harry Potter Hannah in Shanti Bhavan. Your sincere passion for dance has taught me to never limit myself and always work harder. You are still the best at saying "endamone" in an nasal accent and the most beautiful American Barbie in a sari.
Nikita, you'll always be the best accounts teacher and the best CPA we've ever known. The cookies certainly kept us awake in class. We really appreciated having a teacher like you, and this calls for a celebration with Taco Bells.
Nikki Patel, the bestest pen pal in the whole wide world. I enjoyed choreographing the frustrating dance for the 7th graders, teaching the hopeless junior boys our Bhangra dance, and even listening to your 10-year life plan over and over again. I still remember the day you told Vijay and I we were going to Chicago after keeping it a secret for 2 weeks. I still haven't forgiven you. However, I would also like to tell you that Andy's ice cream is the best ice cream. Also, to everybody on Tufan, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Monica and Umang, although your visits were short, we still enjoyed your presence and jokes immensely. We really look forward to seeing you and our other Tufan friends at SB soon. Once again, thanks to all of you who could make it here today to host us and for your continued support in helping us break through the gates of caste and poverty.
14 years ago, I stood in front of that gate and was told that my caste meant more than anything about me. Today, I stand in front of you as proof that caste says nothing about me. More importantly, it says nothing about what I'm capable of. All that matters is where I'm going. Thank you.
Thank you.